Good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo. And as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, man, we know this does not work. Let's get open for business here on this morning's edition of Don't Sleep on the Dallas Cowboys, because you literally cannot sleep on the Dallas Cowboys. Things happen late in the evening, late at night, first thing in the morning, so you want to be up to speed with all that is America's team. And I got to tell you, it's Saturday morning. You've got football today. The Washington Redskins are taking on the Tennessee Titans, trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. Basically, if they lose today to the Titans, well, that's it for their playoff chances. And even if they win, then they have to win next week against the Philadelphia stinking Eagles. And of course, they need the Cowboys to lose against Tampa and the New York Giants. Hopefully, that doesn't happen. Hopefully, our Dallas Cowboys get the victory against Tampa Bay. I believe, personally, that this team thrives on adversity. I think this team plays better when it's all on the line. I think this team plays better from behind. It's crazy, but, I think about myself. It's hard for me to do the work way out. When I know I got 3 weeks to build those cabinets and things. I got plenty of time, man. I'll put that off till tomorrow. But come the last week, then all of a sudden, I'm in that panic mode. Oh, damn, I got to have this done by next week. All of a sudden, it's a different effort. The clock is running out. I'm under the gun. I've got to do this now or else. And I play and I work harder under that. Don't ask me why, it's just the way it is. And I feel like when you look at this Dallas Cowboy team, when they need a drive in the fourth quarter to win a game, when that pressure's on, when there is no more time, the deadline is right now, when we're under pressure, our back is against the wall, that's when we perform like a cornered animal. That's how I feel this team is. And I feel like going into last week, yeah, it's cool. We don't have to win this one. We got 3 weeks to win to make the playoffs. They believed the hype of Amari Cooper to Dak Prescott, best wide receiving crew out there. The defense who punched Drew Brees, and what do you mean Drew Brees? I think all of those things were factors in that loss that game. They lost their focus. They didn't have the sense of urgency. But I think they got that back now. I think they've refocused. And I think in the end that this will be a good thing because they're focusing at the right time. Focus, get this win, get it out of the way, and then start focusing on the playoffs. Now, you know what's funny? One thing I try and do in life is I realize worrying doesn't solve anything. The only thing worrying does is get you bent out of shape, get you on edge. You lose all your fingernails from biting them off. Worrying never fixed the problem. It never solved the problem. The thing you have to do when you have a problem is you have to go out, look at the problem, look at the situation and say, what is the best course of action I can do to solve this problem? Make a plan. If I do this, this, and this, maybe that'll fix that problem. And it doesn't matter what it is. I don't know if it's like paying off a bill or, having to build a project or, winning games on the field. You come up with a plan, the best laid plan that you can do. And you do everything you can to execute that plan. And if it doesn't work, well, you come up with another plan. And you try that. And sooner or later, when you keep coming up with these plans and you keep working at it, it may take you a while to do it, but eventually you will come up with a solution to a problem. But just remember, worrying doesn't fix it. And that's where we are with Cowboy fans. We worry too much. Remember a couple of weeks ago when Jerry was talking about Sean Lee coming back. Sean Lee's a starter when he comes back. And of course, then that started the whole talking heads, started all the Cowboy fans with having this great debate. How are you going to sit Van Der Esch down? He's playing like crazy. He's one of the top linebackers. You're going to mess up the chemistry. You can't do this. Sean Lee, he's the starter. He should be out there. We worried about what was going to happen with that. And he finally came back and played 7 plays. I told you guys, I said, listen, understand, Sean Lee has been the heart and soul of this defense forever. When Sean Lee is healthy, he is one of the best linebackers in football. There is no doubt on that one. Unfortunately, some guys just have bad luck. They just happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Sometimes they just go out there with reckless abandon and give it all on the field, and they just get injured. But he has the respect of this team, of his teammates, and everybody out on that organization. So you don't go through and say, well, Sean Lee, even if he's healthy, he's going to be benched. The same way they said Tony Romo, healthy, is a starter. And technically, he could have been the starter and was the starter when they're in their base defense, like I said, the 4-3, where we have 3 linebackers out there. Jaylon Smith, Van Der Esch, and Sean Lee. But that defense is only on the field about 20% of the time. But everybody worried. Everybody went through and went crazy about that idea that you were thinking that Van Der Esch was going to sit. Van Der Esch ain't sitting. If Van Der Esch is healthy, he's playing. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But here's the thing. When it comes playoffs, when it comes do or die, when it comes we have to get this win, there ain't nobody else to bring in here, you better best believe that having a guy, a veteran like a Sean Lee, there, in the chamber, ready to rock and roll, is a good thing. From a leadership standpoint, from that guy being on the sidelines, helping to direct traffic, helping to get the energy flowing, you need that guy. You need all hands on deck. Because when you get to the playoffs, it's war. And that's where we're going to start to focus after we get this win from Tampa Bay. Make no mistake, we have not had success in the playoffs in a long time. We've done well in the regular season in the Jason Garrett era, but playoffs, I am sick to my stomach and tired of one and done. Of the agonizing defeats of seeing the Aaron Rodgers go down the field to get the game-winning score because we let them back in the game. I'm tired of being called chokers. Tired of saying the Cowboys just can't do it. You guys suck. Tired of people talking about my quarterback. We got to get it done. And there's no time like the present. You do not know what tomorrow holds for any of those players on the field. You're always one play away from being retired. There's no guarantee that the team you put on the field next year is going to be as good as what you have this year. The Eagles proved that, didn't they? So right now, the time needs to be now for this team. Starting tomorrow, we're talking about a 6-game season. No room for error. 6 games and you're the world champions. And these guys, Dak, Zeke, Tyron, Zach, Collins, Xavier Salafalo, Looney Tunes, Jeff Heath, DeMarcus Lawrence, Sean Lee, Jaylon Smith, Van Der Esch, Tyrone Crawford, Jeff Heath, Byron Jones, Awuzie, Xavier Lays the Woods, Amari. You guys, the time is now. You may not get the opportunity again. So keep that in mind as you go out on that field. Whew. Football. God, I love it. Chaz Jewell, make sure you email me, as well as Robert Apaka. Both of you guys won in our drawings from Sunday last week and from last night. Thank you, everybody, for all the support and everything else. We're going to be doing some more things to really improve the channel, upgrade the studio and things over the coming weeks and months and stuff, and bring you even better coverage and more to look at. So as always, thank you guys for helping to spread the mojo. I'm Mark Holmes, and I'll see you soon.